It's actually Saturday now. I think maybe the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, it's the Saturday. It's 2:02 in the morning. I just got out of the shower. There have been a lot of squeaks, okay, in this cage, and it was always like that when I had them together. For a while back, I separated the girls from the boys because I thought one of the boys were attacking the girl. I had my suspicion it might have been the sister, but when I put them together, she didn't seem to mind being in the presence of her sister. So I assumed it was one of the boys. After she had healed, which was about 3-4 weeks later, I put them in this colony bin again, and everything was going okay. I mean, there was a couple squeaks initially, but nothing to be like overly concerned about, you know. But then in the last couple of days, there has been a lot of it, and every night I would turn on the light, blow some air in their face to break up the fights. I didn't realize the extent of the problem. I mean, I saw a couple of bite marks, I think, on one of the guys, but he seemed okay, and they were playing and sleeping together once in a while, too. So I kind of just dismissed it as, you know, like a hierarchy thing. But when I came out of the shower, what I witnessed was one of the boys went into a blue igloo. And then the girl actually stopped on the wheel, and she hopped off and went into the blue igloo. And then the next thing you know, she chased the other one out. And she didn't just chase it out, she chased it around the whole cage and cornered it. And the guy was on his back squeaking. And don't forget, the guys are smaller than the girls. They're younger by about a month and a half or so. They're much smaller than these girls. And so it's obviously bullying. And of course, you know, if it was girl between girl, I would understand. But, you know, she's attacking a potential mate. So it's not the girl attacking the sister and then, you know, to have the right to mate. This is a girl attacking the opposite gender, which is a little more rare, actually. Just because, you know, guys and girls usually get along. It's just the girls and boys that don't get along. And this is why I ultimately have made the decision not to breed the Robos. I don't care anymore. What you see here, okay, I'm going to try and give you guys a better look. Yeah, this is not your imagination. This is a streak of blood. It's blood. It goes from here all the way up the wall to here. I don't know if there's any more because I haven't really looked. So I immediately separated the guys, and they will no longer be housed in this bin with girls. They will just be housed on their own. So the two brothers are now in a small bin. Due to the recent renovations, I will, as soon as I save up for something that I must save up for, I will be building using those CNCs, cage parts. I will actually be building, I plan to use those cubes, the grids, to build a shelving, because this thing is a little over 1.5 feet, but so long as I have 1 feet of storage, I was thinking shelving, so 2 of these across will fit the bin. So I was thinking even to make just a 3-part, so 1, 2, 3 level, would take about 15-16 grids. So obviously 1 pack's not going to be enough, so I need at least 2. But for now, the boys are in a half bin, so they're like 55 liters. Tomorrow morning I'm going to finish snipping the bedding strips that's taking up the other half bin, and then I'm going to be moving the girls into the other half bin, and then the 2 half bins will be there. The ends will be sticking out, which is already really narrow here to walk. But in a crunch, that's all I'm going to do, because I don't want to keep the boys in the hallway. Okay, I don't like keeping my animals out of my sight, because, you know, if they get sick or something, I spend a lot of time in my room. If they get sick, I wouldn't know about it. You know, if someone died, I wouldn't know about it. I mean, and frankly, if you're going to have pets and keep them out of sight, then don't have pets, you know, leave them at the pet store. So, you know, I want to be a part of their life and everything, so, yeah, so just for tonight, just because I don't want to cut the cloth, and I don't want to find a place to put the cloth, and they're fine in that bin anyway, and I would have to prep the bin, clean it, you know, sanitize it, because, I mean, the cloth is clean, but anytime I house an animal in there, I always make sure I sanitize it. regardless if the bin was already clean to begin with. So I will do that tomorrow because it's not urgent anymore. The most urgent thing was to remove the boys. And the girls are fine now. There's no squeaking. And just to show you the boys too while we're at it. See, as you can see, I feel really bad about this actually. Because, I mean, I knew yesterday already that they were having fights. It's just I didn't know how bad they were. I don't know why that thing is on such a high angle here. Let's put that a little lower. Okay? It's really small as you look at it compared to the other home. As soon as I have enough to buy those grids, I will be giving them full-size bins. So my Robos will be split into 2, boys in one bin and girls in another. But they will each have full-size bins. Right now they're in a half bin, which is only 2 square feet. But they're Robos, you know, they're dwarfs, so it's okay temporarily. But I generally like to give them 6 square feet. So I just think that's a little more humane, 6 square feet. I mean, for 2 Robos, that's only 3 square feet. A standard hamster cage is about 1 square feet to 2 square feet, so you're giving them only 1 extra square feet each. It's not too much to ask. Besides, I have a bin. It's just, you know, and I can easily throw the bedding that I have in that bin right now in a plastic bag and use the bin. It's just I have nowhere to put the bin without taking it outside in the hallway, and I don't want to do that long term. I just want the hamsters to be in my room. And they're a little skittish actually, but they're going to be fine. As to which one's injured, both of them are, but one of them is more significantly bit, and that would be Clueless, if I'm not mistaken. He's the one that's smaller than his brother by just a teeny couple millimeters. He's always been the smaller one of the 2 boys, but in this case, he was the one that was singled out for attack this time. This one was attacked too. This is Cookie actually. This one was attacked too, but only got 1 little bite mark on him, and it didn't look like it bled, or at least it's not missing, except maybe a teeny prickle of fur. But this one, visibly, you can see from here, it looks pretty mangled there. I didn't see any injuries. I just saw him being pinned down on his back. I did not see any bites, and I definitely did not see the blood. So this was very recent. At least I feel good knowing that it's recent, because I cleaned the bin on Monday, and so there was no blood in the bin on Monday. So this must have happened any time after I cleaned the bin, which was Monday evening, I believe. So we're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So about 4 days, somewhere in the last 4 days. So it's not too bad, but they recover fast, and he's gonna be okay. If he does need help, I will give him some antibacterial ointment, but I don't think they appreciate it. He actually doesn't like to be touched. My Robos don't like to be handled, so the best thing to do is just to give them very clean bedding, living environment, and just let them heal on their own. Bubbles was also bitten like that too. Or Puddles was. One of the girls, the younger of the 2 girls. I call her younger because she's a day. She came a day later, but they're the same age. But yeah, she was bitten, and she healed in about 3.5 weeks. Like the fur started growing back, and then at about 5 weeks after the incident, the fur never all fully grew back. But which is one way I can ID her now. But as for this boy, I don't know if his fur will grow back. It's not as extensive, obviously, as Puddles, but I'm not gonna let it get to that point, of course. So yeah, the guy's in there. This is the one that got injured. He's the one that's in there right now. He hides a lot now. And as you can see, they're fine. There's no squeaking. If the brother had gone in there and he squeaked, then I would know that the brother attacked him as well. But in this case, I'm pretty certain it was just one of the girls. And I believe it was Puddles that actually attacked him. The one that... he might have previously been the one that attacked Puddles the last time prior to separation. Oh, I've never seen you do that. But I believe that this time the thing reversed. And Puddles is now... just, you know, purposely going for the guy before she even gets attacked. So it could have been retaliation, actually. I don't know, but something's wrong between these guys, so I'm not going to force the mating anymore. I'm not going to put them in a bin and hope for pups now. I'm just going to let them live their natural life as bachelors. A pair of bachelors. Alright, that's all. Night, guys.